Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit more about inflammatory bowel disease because today is World IBD Day. So in my last video, I know I explained a little bit about IBD. It's an inflammatory bowel disease that includes chronic inflammation of the digestive tract. It includes Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. I wanted to delve a little bit deeper into some common symptoms of IBD, especially since today is World IBD Day. Some symptoms of IBD, it can vary between patients with IBD, but some common symptoms would be diarrhea, fatigue, abdominal pain, cramping, blood in the stool, loss of appetite, weight loss, and there's just so much more. The causes of IBD are unknown. One possible cause is that it's an immune system malfunction. So when the immune system tries to fight off an invading virus or a bacterium, an abnormal immune response causes the immune system to attack the cells in the digestive tract. There's different types of complications with IBD, such as colon cancer, skin, eye, joint inflammation, side effects from medicine, blood clots. There's some more specific complications depending on whether you have Crohn's or colitis. Patients with Crohn's, they may also have bowel obstructions, malnutrition, fistulas, anal fissures. Patients with ulcerative colitis may also experience toxic megacolon, a perforated colon, which is a hole in the colon, as well as severe dehydration. So while patients may experience similar symptoms, depending on which disease you have, you may have additional symptoms based on that disease. There's no cure for IBD, and so that's kind of what IBD Day is just bringing awareness to these diseases because they're chronic and there's no cure. So a lot of people don't know much about these diseases. I'll be honest, I had never heard of it until I started having my very first flare-up in March of 2012. And while things got better on their own before I actually was diagnosed later that fall, I had been describing my symptoms to a fellow classmate as I was still in college, and she told me, I don't want to freak you out, but it sounds like you have what I have. And she told me she had Crohn's disease. This was the very first time I had ever heard about Crohn's. I had never heard about these diseases. So that's what this day is about. There's also Crohn's and Colitis Awareness Week in December, which is also another way to bring awareness to the various diseases of IBD. Sometimes it's hard to talk about because a lot of it is related to pooping, which no one wants to talk about that, especially diarrhea. But there's so much more than just diarrhea with these diseases. There's so many more symptoms, and it's an invisible disease, so you really can't tell that someone is experiencing issues with their Crohn's or ulcerative colitis as you can't physically see it. You may be able to tell that that person looks ill, but that's about it. You can't really tell that that person's in a flare-up. Or while I have lost my colon and I have an ostomy bag, you don't see it unless I show it to somebody. So a lot of these diseases, there's no cure, they're chronic, and they're invisible. So needless to say, please be kind. It's cost nothing to be kind these days. You never know what someone's going through. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that someone isn't experiencing an illness. So I hope that this was informational and you learned a little bit more about inflammatory bowel disease, and you can help spread awareness. As you know, Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, they are working towards a cure. They're working towards better medication than what I took when I was first diagnosed. So donating to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation really helps with their research to maybe one day find a cure for these diseases, or better maintenance medication if they can't find a cure. I will see you in the next video, and until then, I hope you're safe and you stay well.